What's up you guys, and welcome back to another Reddit reading video. Today I thought we'd get out of the monotony of just reading the Malicious Compliance and Pro Revenge and switch it up with a little r/AskReddit. And the thing is, not a lot of real voices read these AskReddit stories. A lot of them are the little robot voices. So let's see how this goes. Today's gonna be, how do you subtly freak with people? We're trying to get monetized here. I look over people's shoulders when they're unlocking their phone so I can see their 4-digit code. Then I pretend I'm making a phone call and very loudly use their number in my fake conversation. Yeah, the address is 8319 Main Street. It's so much fun to see their neck snap back when it's what the frick look, and then watch them mentally process the depth of such a remarkable coincidence. It's even more fun to do it when people you don't know and don't really like. That's a good one, I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty good. You can probably get a few people to really break their necks from that. At parties, I like to introduce myself as my boyfriend's sister and then kiss him in front of whoever I introduce myself to. It has to be a peck on the lips, but just drawn out enough to gross them out. It becomes a really awful inside joke. He's a good sport about it, though. Once he wrapped his arms around me when I was talking to one of his ex-coworkers and whispered, "Did you text mom?" You're both twisted. I love it. Nothing wrong with a little incestuous roleplay, especially in public. It can really get your jokes on. I've got a quiet brother and sister kink, given the fact that I've had a beautiful, promiscuous older sister who had many hot friends and was just close enough to me in age to me that we experimented sexually together throughout our early teens. What am I reading? I have many fond memories of sitting at my PlayStation and her coming up to me and saying, "God dang it, Hoffman, you left your junk all over my bathroom and I have to shave my dang." And you stammer and sweat because you know what she does in the shower, and you might have peeped at her naked a few times and even massaged her at a subtle, non-erotic manner after a long lacrosse practice, and even when she catches you with your eyes on the crack of the door, she winks and twirls pretending like you're not there, talking to herself in a sexy way like, "Wow, my thing looks so good. I think my boobs are getting bigger too. My nips are just this perky." Even when she's on the toilet trumpeting a turbulent bowel creation, and you're close enough to even smell the burning odorous treasure that draws out as she moans and grunts for you because she knows you're there, and you're standing at the door about to blow up, and you immediately run back to your room. And I think this is enough of the story. What? Right, what the frig is going on, buddy? Back to more normal replies. My wife used to play a couple computer puzzle games, Win 95, Vintage, and was quite proud of beating my high scores. What she didn't realize was the high score table was a plain text file with a directory. So every time she beat my score, I edited the file to put myself on top again. She would play for days trying to top me. Edit, I don't think I ever told her directly, and frankly, I ain't gonna mention it now, but I screwed up the editing table once by not moving down all the scores, and she noticed the anomaly and got suspicious. That's the mark of a master right there. Wow. I would love to do that actually. That sounds like just harmless enough that it sounds really fun to do in your free time. I've been slowly increasing the mouse sensitivity on both my roommates' computers. In 2 weeks, I'm gonna put them back to the default and pretend like mine is slow too. I'm interested to see the conclusion of what they've come to. That's so funny because my mouse has like this clicker thing on it that can change the sensitivity. Anytime someone uses my mouse, I'm like, why is it flying all over the screen? Because I like to have it like really high so I barely have to move my hand, and I'm just like, I don't know, it's broken. When someone's a close talker, I like to take a small step backwards to see how far I can get them to walk across the room. What? Just get closer to him. He has to get uncomfortable at some point. What kind of devious things do these people think of? Who thinks of this kind of stuff? Show yourself. Who is this? Calmness. I work in the public. Dramatic and entitled adults hate a smooth voice and a slow condescending head nod. I'm not a jerk, but when people are unreasonable, I absolutely refuse to argue. This approach will get under any skin, 10 times out of 10. Oh, this is so true. When I used to work at Walmart, if someone would come in and just be belligerent, like if they had to pay their bill, like I worked in the money center, so if someone had to like pay their bill, send money, and they were just going crazy, I would just be like extra nice and smiley, and that would just make them 20 times more mad. But I would be really polite and really, really calm while I would say anything. A couple times I did insult them in a passive aggressive way with a smile on my face. So then when the cameras showed, they're like, no, he was smiling the whole time. I was pretty wrong for that, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, being nice is always the way to go. It's hard to do though, that's for sure. However, I tend to be a little sarcastic / condescending too. I can't keep it 100% calm all the time. I worked at a call center for a while and would get angry from people. Some would cut me off at every chance I had to explain something. Those who had that sort of attitude, I would just sit there and listen. When they were done talking, there would be an awkward pause. Sometimes I would start with an, "Okay, sir / ma'am, I understand that you're trying to tell me blank, but if I really hated the person, I would let them initiate the conversation. They would ask if I was still on the line, and I would reply, "Oh yes sir, I'm right here. I just wanted to let you speak and wait until you were done. You can keep on speaking, I'll listen." This would confuse the heck out of them and calm them down a bit. From there, I would regain the conversation. Wow, good on you, Tammy Tangerine. I like your style. I asked the guy at work if he ever got that creepy deja vu feeling. A week later, I did it again. Holy heck, my highest voted comment ever. A lot of you have been asking for more details, so here it goes. It was years ago when I was a bartender in a big sports bar, open till 3 a.m. I worked in the bar in the back, which would close earlier, around 2:30. And let's say Chris worked in the kitchen, which would close even earlier. At the end of the night, I would go in the main bar in time for the last call for a beer before leaving at 4 a.m. And Chris would be at the bar playing the bar top touchscreen games. He'd go throughout the rotation of different games and I'd sit there near with my beer. That's when I said, "Hey Chris, you ever get that creepy deja vu feeling?" He said, "Yeah, sometimes." It was a Saturday night, Sunday morning when I said it, and it was Saturday night / Sunday morning when I said it again. During the same game, his finger fell an inch off the screen in the next move because his eyes had unfocused. I think he had blue fuse. And yes, I was wearing the same outfit when I said it. We were all dressed in uniform. Poor Chris, what? You evil. I kinda have an idea to do this to my niece and nephew now, just to scare them. Say, no pun intended, occasionally after saying something normal in conversation. Most people don't want to look stupid and will laugh awkwardly while trying to figure out what the pun was. When someone I don't like is being sexist / racist / gossiping, I just pretend to not understand what they mean and keep asking questions and make them explain what they're saying. Until they get so uncomfortable, they have to stop. Wide eyes and innocent look to help here. I don't get it. It's my favorite response for racist / sexist / otherwise bigoted jokes. People get so uncomfortable so quickly. I love using this. I live abroad and pull foreign cards and watch the locals explain it out loud, which is usually pretty embarrassing for them. This makes sense because putting down poor folk / black people / ditzy women is hilarious to me. This is actually a good one. I have been known to do this a couple times. Just for people that I don't really like and they say something that is just like, they know they probably shouldn't be saying that and I just like play the fool. I love playing dumb sometimes because it's just like, that's just a way to entertain yourself throughout the day. At my school, you have to log in and use the computers. Sometimes the computer is next to me, I put a space where the username goes and then press the left key, so it looks like there's nothing there. When anyone tries to log in, it doesn't work because there's a space after their username. They never notice and assume the computer is broken. Yes, I get satisfaction out of watching people struggle. Oh my god, evil. I used to do similar things when waiting for a friend. I'd reach behind the computer next to me and unplug the keyboard or mouse. So if anyone tried to use it, they'd think it was broken and go elsewhere. Leave the computer next to me free for my friend to finally get there. That's actually a good little life pro tip. I like to walk the same speed as total strangers. One time in college, I was walking home across campus after a night of drinking. This guy walks up behind me and eventually caught up to me, but instead of letting him pass, I sped up to keep pace. We walked next to each other without saying a word for the next 2 minutes. He then started slowing down, so I started slowing down. Then he sped up, so I sped up. Then he finally turns to me and said, "Are you effing with me?" I burst out laughing and said yes and let him walk the rest of the way home without me. This kind of reminds me of ghosting. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of ghosting, but when I was younger, like when I was maybe in middle school, like whenever me and my friends would hang out, we would like try and walk behind people and get as close as possible without them noticing. And then like the loser, just you get caught and you have to feel the shame. Rotate my friend's TV a little to the left each time I visit. This is like, okay, my best friend, I do things to mess with him all the time. Like if I come over, I'll unplug his stuff. Like one time I bought a fleshlight and put it on his front doorstep. Like I just put it right there. And like he was confused for like 2 weeks and he was like, "I need to ask you a question." He was like, "Did you put this here?" And I was like, "What is that?" Like if he would make food and leave the room, I would pick it up and move it to a different spot in the house and he would just be like so confused. Shout out to Darshaya. Actually, Darshaya and Julissa, this is their new YouTube channel. When you're talking to someone, instead of looking at their face, look at their ear. You know, I found that if you look at someone's, like, not their eyes, they can really tell. So if someone is, like, being rude or, like, saying things that I just don't want to hear or just, like, I'm just done, I'll always stare at their hair because they're just, like, wondering, like, what's in their hair? Like, is something wrong with their hair? I place random things on a table when my friend is over, knowing that he's going to pick them up and play with them. And then think to myself, yes, dance, monkey, dance. I can tell when someone needs to merge into my lane. I'll intentionally not let them over until they turn on their blinker. I'm trying to Pavlov's dog everyone, one driver at a time. Edit, since this blew up, I'll add one more tactic. I do. Not often enough. If someone is moving slow in the fast lane, I'll try to get in front of them and move 10 miles per hour slower. They'll eventually move to the right so I can be on my way. Everyone behind them now doesn't have to pass. Sweet, sweet payoff. Edit 2. Thanks for the gold. First time on this account. I'll add an additional tactic. If someone is tailing me, instead of slowing down or similar, I'll throw my windshield wipers on and the windshield wiper fluid hits their window, making them have to turn their wipers on. It only takes 2 or 3 until they back off. Of course, this is when tailing happens in the slow lane. Dang, this guy knows all the driving tricks. Let's read just one more. I don't even know how many I've read. I've been having fun reading these though. Get a roommate, girlfriend / boyfriend / wife / husband. When negotiating housework, make sure you get the dishwasher responsibilities. Make sure your drawers are neatly and consistently organized. You want your spoons, knives, and forks well separated in well-defined areas. Every time you empty the dishwasher, your cutlery goes into the same partitions. Repeat for 2 to 25 years. Day 1. Switch your forks and your knives. When your roommate / girlfriend / boyfriend / wife / husband is nearer to the kitchen than you are and occupied with something else, casually ask for a fork. Wait for them to return with a knife because they grabbed the wrong drawer partition. While on autopilot after years and years of training, act confused and say, "No, I asked for a fork." Watch as their sanity unravels. What? A 25-year prank? Like imagine you just get married just to pull this prank and then you're like, gotta go. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this r/AskReddit video. If you guys enjoyed these Ask Reddit videos, or if you want me to do any other stuff that's not the normal ones that I read, even though I do enjoy reading those, let me know if you want me to take these occasional breaks and just read up on some Ask Reddits or some funny stuff, you guys. Thank you once again for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Commenting helps so much. I think that just pushes us out there. I feel like Reddit needs more people reading and less robots reading. I hope I see you guys next time, and goodbye, my lovely. Oh yeah, and I have some links in my description if you guys want to see, in my other YouTube channel, I use lights and green screen and stuff like that. I'm not sure what I put down there. I have links to Amazon. It's just Amazon affiliates since I don't have any commercials on this YouTube channel. I'm trying to figure out ways that I can use this channel to make some money. If you have any ideas, just let me know. Thank you guys once again for watching. I think that's my 3rd time saying that. Goodbye for real this time.